Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Got him! Got him! Got him!
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! All day, everything!
On 2nd down, it's Fournette, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Morrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the ends. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Over! Gone!
He'll drop the throw. Severian Jenkins has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down carry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early.
Watch
and
it
then
now,
you suffer
Barney,
a setback right out of the gate.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's a penalty for Keith Marshall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. That's complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Marshall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Mike Fopo. Focus, defense, focus.
Gun, 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 gun.
They go play action here on first down. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Marshall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Detroit!
Single.
All right, here we go. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Blue 90. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Run! Woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Detroit!
Off of play action, Darnold. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not
carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get it. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Detroit! Set!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
44's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I go.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Tight right. Here we go now. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Check. Crunch.
Over.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Gun. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Both the mic. Mike's both.
Gun.
Check.
Detroit. Over.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
A handoff to Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Gun.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
They'll set up a play. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Set. Green.
Now back to throw. And that is Westbrook complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now,
right, now
6 of 10 in this first
56.
half. He's got his guys a first down here. Attack here, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. We really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check. 53.
Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about,
here we go.
Hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot. Who are you thinking you got 3 on the board?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Gun!
4 down, check.
Here we go now. 3-19.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete here.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
smoke, move. Silver, silver. Hey, motion backfield, motion.
Leopard!
This is Marshall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You don't want no problem.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
My bad, guys, my bad. My bad, guys.
Leopard! Leopard!
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half.
Go.
Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
3-19!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
All right,
They
now,
got you
look
the
at
football,
56.
gave you a great
Look at 56.
opportunity. You got to
Here we
cash
go
in and get
now.
some points.
3-19! 3-19!
Hey, check motion.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Get hands on motion, man.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Lets it go for Nelson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
44, Mike, 44.
Gun!
Twist.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there.
56,
Just did not catch the
56.
football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it is Corey Grant. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this one's a defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
Watch it
and they
now,
just play
Barney,
better
Barney.
and better.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morrow. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun! All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Barry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch it now,
Time for a
Barney.
break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Again, we'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
All right, here we go. Green.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
We got 4.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And here's Marshall. And some room to run now. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, I need one over here.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
You got tight right there.
Ground game here in the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey. 4 down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
4 down. Check.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4 down.
Over.
Kill.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.